Welcome. My name is Emma. I don't have anything to do a cleanse today, but I invite you to take a deep breath with me. Lovely. And I'll give you a fit check. I'm just going on a walk with my friend later, so just something comfy, good for the weather. It's actually really, really hot right now. Like, I'm kind of like dying a bit. Today I want to talk about creativity. I saw this quote once, and it was saying, when you are creating, you are God. It made me stop and think and go, okay, so what does it mean by creating? And it means a whirlwind of things. You know, it can be creativity like art. It can be creativity like cooking. It can be dancing. It can be singing. It can be almost anything that you with your own body bring into existence. Even as you are speaking, you are creating. You are creating your own language, your own personality, your own beliefs. You know, you're creating your whole life through experiences, through everything. And it's kind of impossible to not create. And, you know, there's intentional creation that can fill your soul. It can do you good. It can bring you peace, almost in like a meditative state, almost. If you're doing something like building or painting or anything like that, where you're just using your hands and you're really in the moment, you're really present working on this, it can bring you into a meditative like state. And there's the second half of that quote where it says, you are God. When you are creating, you are God. And what it means by that is when you do something intentionally and it fills your soul, and maybe it's something different. I've talked about how doing something different is going to bring you something different. So maybe you're doing something new. You've decided to pick up, use painting again. You decide to pick up painting. And so you are creating a new version of yourself that paints. You're creating your new reality in which you paint. You can also create a space that is good for you. Create a space that is safe for you. Create a space where you feel accepted. And that is pretty much you dictating your life, dictating how your home feels. And, you know, for a lot of people, home is what you need to feel stable. It brings stability. So if you create that space and you feel stability, your whole life is going to reflect that. As humans, we have really put a good and a bad on when it comes to creativity. We have limited self-expression to only being good and bad. You can only be good at singing or bad at singing. You can only be good at dancing or bad at dancing, and that goes for any creative outlet there is ever. But there is no such thing as good and bad. You are just doing you. Humans have only created this good and bad. You know, you're allowed to dance even if it doesn't look good, because the good that we have created is only what we say is good. You can sing and it can't sound good, you know, but you can still do it, and it's really good for the inner workings and your inner world to just like move and sing and be yourself and be present and be there no matter what other people think. You know, if you feel called to paint, but you've been told, oh, you're not a good artist, you shouldn't be doing that, spend your time doing something you're good at. Spend your time doing something that fills your soul. If throwing splatter paint on a canvas makes you feel good, it conveys the emotion you need to convey, then go out and do it. There is no such thing as good and bad when it comes to you. If it feels good, if it feels right, then that's all that matters. And, you know, sometimes I even catch myself when I'm in the middle of creating, when I'm intentional creation, I'm doing my thing, of stopping and looking, oh, what would people think of this? What people? Who are going to see this but me? The only real thing that matters is that I am satisfied with the end result. And most of the time, I'm even just happy that I did it. I'm happy that I just spent the time doing something that I thought of. You are even creating when you just make a new decision. I think I said something about this earlier in the video. But when you make a new decision, you are creating a new path of other opportunities for you. If you make the same decision as you always do, you're going to have the same usual opportunities as, you know, you're used to. But if you make a new decision, you are creating new pathways for yourself. No matter what you do, all the time, through your reactions, your creativity, through everything, you are God. You are creating your life. You are just being who you are and doing what you want to do is creating so many opportunities and choices for you and new experiences and all these good things. Don't be afraid of something new. Don't be afraid to create. Do it for yourself and nobody else. I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.